Who will be the first customer of the 777X? Actually, not first customer in case of buying it, in sense of flying it first. We have there a kind of a fight between Doha and Frankfurt. We had at Düsseldorf Airport a kind of a situation which was not nice. 3 guys thought it was funny to show the sign of ISIS. The German government reacted. I will give you a little explanation what it needs in Germany to get the regulations satisfied to be a worker in this sensitive area. The next topic would be United is returning to Europe with 3 destinations. One of it is Stockholm Arlanda. Yes, and I will give you the wrap up which aircrafts will be used. We have Hilton Honors. If you're not a member of Hilton Honors, you can sign up now for Hilton Honors and get 4,500 points. But you don't get it just for signing up. You have to do something. 2 stays. Premium economy from Berlin to the US for less than 600 euros. My name is Lars. I'm here to bring you more miles, more points and more status. Please sign up for the show. Leave us your notification bell button that you get an information when we are online. And of course, comment and leave us a like. Thank you for doing so. The first topic today is the 777X. Yeah, this aircraft is 5 years delayed if it's going to fly in 2025. But now there's a little bit trouble in Paradise. Paradise is Emirates bought 150 aircrafts. Okay, they canceled 35, kind of. And then Emirates said, no, we don't want to have the first delivered aircraft because we want to have it blah, blah, blah. And we want to play it safe. No problem. Lufthansa, who ordered aircrafts as well, said, yeah, we want to be it. And Boeing said, you are going to be it. That is what Carsten Spohr said last year. But now in Farnborough and a little bit before, Mr. Al-Bakr from Qatar Airways said, we are the first operator in the world with the 777X. And that is something he said already in 2019. So 150 minus 35, that is what Emirates ordered. They are the biggest customer. 74 is what Qatar ordered, which is the second biggest order. And then came Lufthansa, and Lufthansa ordered 27 777s. Of course, not the X version. Then they ordered 20 777-9er, 7 777-8F, the cargo version. And they are the one who are in charge to have the first operating aircraft in 2025. Asked, Lufthansa spokesperson said, from our side, there's nothing new. So that is what it is. Carsten Spohr said it last year. And Boeing, did they put a little bit light in the shadow of the first operator? No, they said, hey, pretty cool. We have quite very great first customers for the 777X. 2025, we will know it if it will be in Lufthansa colors or if it will be in Qatar colors. Hopefully we have no painting issues. Lufthansa has trouble in Düsseldorf. Other airlines have trouble in Düsseldorf, but the Düsseldorf Airport has trouble now with employees. The people who are loading and unloading the cargo, they said it's ramp employees. What doesn't say what it is, but for me, they are guys who are working on the ramp. The German yellow press Bild Zeitung said that there were some who showed the ISIS sign. There is a finger thingy, like you see on the picture, which shows that you are sympathizing with them. And the Germans did now investigate and did a kind of Gefährderansprache. That means that they talk to people who are potentially extremists. One of them they didn't reach because he was on vacation. Nevertheless, they revoked the access to the airfields. And in my opinion, that makes sense. Of course, if somebody is making even a stupid joke, I mean, imagine if we would say somewhere in the FAA line or, in the TSA line when we are getting screened or when we are going somewhere other airports and say, hey, bomb, and it's supposed to be a joke. It's not a joke. And in my opinion, it's the wrong time, wrong place, and especially the wrong sign. One of those supposedly has done this more often on his private, I don't know, Insta or TikTok or wherever he showed it more or less. If it's a joke, it's a bad joke. But now the German border police, who is in charge of this investigation and of the security at the airports, they said restricted area, access revoked. So this is finished for them. Now we have to decide or to ask ourselves, what do you have to bring if you want to apply for this kind of job? When you go to it, number 4 of the law says that the security check in German, Sicherheitscheck, has certain steps. Number 1 is they have to make sure that the person is the person who is in the who is applying, so that you have an identity check. Then you have to check for the for if they have anything done, if they have some records when they were minors, or when they have records when they were adults. So if there is some jail time or something. Then they ask even employees where they have been employed before to call the ex-employers and ask how reliable is this person. Police, customs, then immigration, then even secret services and agencies are asked if he is, for example, or she is a member of a terror organization. In North Rhine-Westphalia, that will be done on a very low level. It will be done on the, it's a kind of county level, I would say, compared to the US. If you are somebody who is a Gefährder, disturber, or somebody who is a danger, of course you don't get this. And if you have been working for the formerly East German Secret Service Stasi, then it's a big no-no. They want to take reliable people. But somebody said in one of the talks I had in one of the forums, the German-speaking Vielflieger Stammtisch, that how do they ask the 2,000 or 3,000 Turkish who are supposed to come if there is even no residency they have to somehow prove, because the residency law in Turkey is not there. In Germany, for example, you have to go to the county and register. I think in the US it's not mandatory either. And this said, it makes it very difficult, because when I get checked for my background, I have a pilot's license, they ask me for my last 10 years where I have been living. So for that reason, it's kind of interesting how they want to do it. But this said, I'm looking forward to your comments. United. United is an airline which I personally like or dislike, because they are kind of the Hilton of aviation, in my opinion. Because when you see the Polaris, sometimes the Polaris is a real Polaris, sometimes it's just a fake Polaris. If you have the real one, it's really nice. But now United Airlines is bringing back the service to Prague and to Stockholm Arlanda. And the return to both airports is quite of interest. Why? Because it brings a little bit more competition to this route. And one route which has never been flown before, at least not the last 35 years, is Washington Dulles to Berlin. Yes, it will finally begin. The start was supposed to be this year, but they postponed it to next year. When we go into Prague, Stockholm and Berlin, all 3 routes will take off from the US on May 25th, operate 1 times daily. Prague will see the 3-class 214-seat B767-300 ERs with 30 Polaris seats, 46 in economy plus, 138 in regular economy. Is there a regular economy? I think it's just economy, but anyways. The nature of the market means that it's not using much more premium 4-class, 167 seats on the 767s. And Washington to Berlin will even deploy a complete different aircraft. It's a 767-400 ER, 39 Polaris seats, 70 economy plus, and 131 in economy. There is, of course, an existing service from United from Berlin, that is Newark Berlin, one time daily with a 767-300 ER. I like it that they have now 2 routes, but the details are, if you are interested, Newark to Prague will be United 168, departing at 6:05 in the evening, arriving next morning 8:25. We'll go back on 10:10 in the morning and will arrive 1:25 in the afternoon, 9 hours, 15 minutes flying time. Stockholm will be started as well on May 25th from Newark on 5:15, arriving at 7:25. Next day, Stockholm-Newark, the return flight will be 9:10 to 11:55 on May 26th, and Washington-Dallas at 5:45 and arriving at 8:20 in Berlin. And Berlin to Washington return will be 11:10 in the morning. Was it morning? No, it's morning, but it's AM. And will arrive 2:30 p.m. on May 26th. That is daily interesting in my opinion. Prague and Stockholm, what should I say? Maybe you have seen these flights already or used that flights, because in June 2019, with the summer season route ending in October, the pandemic paid to its return and until now. So it was postponed until next year, and the transportation data of US Department of Transportation shows that United carried 41,926 passengers in the first season in 2019. Seat loading factor was 84 and the record was 88. Booking data suggests 6 in 10 Prague passengers even transited Newark. What else should we tell you? The Swedish year-round continental in 4 years was United became fully summer seasonal, normally May to September in 2016, at least flew in September 2019, didn't resume, of course, because of COVID. In 2019, it had 36,472 passengers, and the seat loading factor was even higher, an average 86%, and 1 in every 2 passengers, so 50 was in transit in Newark. Berlin, like I said, is a new route in the last, not 35, 32 years. The booking data shows it had about 35,000 round-trip point-to-point passengers in 2019. That means that passengers who flew from Berlin connecting through another airport were flying to Dallas. So that was the 3rd largest unserved European destination. I think that is quite of interest. And when it comes to interesting things, then it comes to competition. Because the competition is, of course, when you look at the flight plans of others, when you see it, for example, that from Berlin there will be Norse, then there will be Norse flying as well, I think, from Stockholm as competition. You have a Delta competition to Prague, and you have a competition of SAS, which is flying as well to JFK Stockholm. And they are using actually a 330-300. I think that the product is a little bit nicer and a little bit better on the SAS. Price-wise, it will make no difference, because there's the Atlantic joint venture, means that all Star Alliance airlines which are flying the same route are doing profit sharing. And the only competition would be Delta, because it's SkyTeam, or the other competition would be Norse, because they are in no alliance. So hopefully they will keep the prices down and low and nice and easy. We saw prices in Berlin with Norse already for less than 100 euros one way. That is unbelievable. Which is unbelievable as well is that you are not a member of Hilton Honors. If you are not a member of Hilton Honors, you can change that. You can sign up via the... there's a landing page for that in Hilton Honors program until the 31st December of 2022. You get 4,500 extra points. You have to do following. The first stay gets you 1,500 on top, 3,000 on top for the second. So you get in total 4,500 just for signing up to Hilton Honors. I think it's a cool thing, but do not forget that you have to sign up for those to get the points to the promotion. If you are even interested to make more bang for the buck, let me know. There are ways to get the US credit card from Hilton Honors. Just in the show notes, there is a link where you can get a free consulting. And if you have questions, just write me on WhatsApp and we can figure something out that you can get a solution for your problems. Another solution for your problems is when you want to get from Berlin to New York. Yes. And Lufthansa Group, basically all of them, even United Airlines, are having a special deal from Berlin to Newark or to JFK. You can buy directly via Lufthansa.com or another online travel agency or other agency. Booking is basically possible. The travel period would be August to October 2022, but the price is 490 euros as a return ticket in premium economy. I think that is a great price. When you fly via Frankfurt, for example, with this ticket, then you can get up to 15,000 points if you are collecting with Lufthansa Miles and More, 4,000 for the trip over the pond, then another approximately 1,000 what you're getting from Berlin, for example, to Frankfurt. That will give you 10,000 roughly. That is the same you would get in SAS, Scandinavian Euro bonus. In Lufthansa, you get a 50% bonus, as this is the promotion until end of the year. Important, you have to return until 31st, which is of course because the period for the flight is only very short, so it's only August up to October, so it has to be this year. This said, thank you for watching Frequent Traveler TV Takeoff, a sweaty show because it's really, really hot today. Nice summer day. I hope you get a little bit refreshing. And if you want to refresh me and do me a favor, support the channel by subscribing, hitting the notification button, the bell, leave us a like, and please comment. On the 13th of August, we have a meetup in Frankfurt, directly at the airport. So if you would like to join, let me know as well. And this said, see you tomorrow for the next episode of Frequent Traveler TV Takeoff. And be aware that you need your daily dose. Yes, thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye.